What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different than what you probably expect. So today we're at the storage spot to take this Integra to the garage so we could do some things with it. So right now, oh man, this thing is taking a beating back here. Well, that one we're not rushed. I need that hood though, but we don't need that right now. So we're gonna focus on this one for right now. We have to take this one to the garage to do some developmental work. It's been sitting here for quite a while. These weeds are like super, well, that's probably be a good time for a thumbnail, right? So we gotta make sure that this car rolls because we gotta pull it onto the trailer and we're gonna be going to the garage. Oh my God, look at all these ants. And the door's locked. I don't know, I think the key's inside this thing. You see the keys in the, I don't know, you guys can't see nothing, but the keys in the ignition. And we don't got a steering wheel for this. Boy. And to make things just a little bit more complicated, my toolbox that I usually carry in the back of my truck is at home. For whatever reason. I was using it for something else. So we gotta hope that this thing goes straight up the trailer. I mean, it looks like it will be, but whoever dumped this car here is an asshole. You know who you are. So let's drop the e-brake. Pull the winch out and see if it's gonna be an easy thing to get it up there. All right, so we're all loaded up. Put this one here just because the hood doesn't latch. There's one back here, so that one's pretty good. That's not going nowhere. And then open this up. This nasty ass. Oh, they're moving the stuff away, but there's like ants everywhere. We're about to move these ants to a whole nother zip code. So now let's hit the road and maybe we could talk a little bit about what's gonna happen. I was supposed to record as we drove, but I'm here now. So with the Ford Integra dilemma, if you guys didn't watch that video, I'll put it up here. We were kind of up in the air on what to do with 3 cars really, because we knew we were gonna fix the black car with the front end cut off. So the common sense is stolen GSR that was rusted out, or the red GSR. Ultimately, nobody gave enough feedback. So I think from my perspective, the best idea is to use the white Integra to put together the rusted out GSR, because that car, as far as the front end goes, it needs the least amount of work to get it running. And the red car needs radiator support, aprons, quarter panel work. The entire engine bay is completely stripped, which would mean that we'd have to completely strip this car to get that car even remotely close together. The perks of using the black car is that the thieves look like they just took the motor and the engine out and just left everything else there. So the likability of us getting this started in a video is much higher than the red car, especially with all the body work and framework that it needs. So as soon as cousin Gary and cousin Jerdy show up, we're gonna unload the car, park them side by side, and then make a list of what we need to order so we can make sure we get this done in a video for you guys. Alrighty, so now they're both here. Let's see what we need to order and what we don't need to order. Okay, there's that. Oh, my hand's stuck. This hood is hot. Oh, that burned me. Okay, so here's what we're working with. Overall, we have fuel line. We just need the line from the filter to the rail, which we have over there. This just needs to go back in there. We need a battery, which we don't have. Cooling lines are there. Mounts, we have that mount. and we were missing these 2 mounts, but obviously this whole engine's in here, so we have 3 stock mounts that we could use. They look pretty decent, at least that one does, and you can't tell that one or the back one.
This one's blown out. What do you mean?
Is it blown out?
Yeah.
Well, we have another one of those in the garage anyway.
Spin
So
it.
no, that's just a side piece. That's not the actual.
None of these ones be like that.
That's not the insert. So mounts are taken care of. Clutch master cylinder is here. Clutch line is there. They just cut the end, which we could order that little piece. So we'll add that to the list of things we have to order. Harness is there, and I'm pretty sure the harness. Well, we'll use this harness actually, but this is, even though this is a 96, we just have to get a step down for the distributor, and then inside the car. So that's not a problem. Coming back over here, what else are we missing? Radiator. I'm pretty sure the radiator for this car is inside the trunk. The trunk close? That car does have a radiator too, but I think there's a radiator under here somewhere. I'm pretty confident there's a radiator under. Maybe there's not a radiator under here. Unless we already brought it inside, which we have a bunch of radiators in there anyways. So those are all things that don't matter because we have a bunch of those. Evap canister, that's different for that car. Condensers here. We're missing the compressor, which
should be over there.
I don't know. The compressor's here, but the hose is missing too, so that's probably all dried up.
Oh, so yeah, if the hose is gone, that thing's not working.
Okay, you heard Master Mechanic Dirty speaking?
No, it's just because it's gonna get moisture in it, and that's what it up.
So that we can figure out. The lines are here. So realistically, we'll have to buy a compressor, a starter. What was the other thing we said? Compressor, starter, the end of the clutch line here.
Yeah, no, that thing's close.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, if we really wanted to, we actually can. The cruise control module is also missing on this car.
If you want AC, you can.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to make this car all
If you don't want AC,
together.
you can just throw it in there.
No, we need AC. Bro, I'm sweating just being out here.
Optional.
I'm a little on the porky side,
You can
but
throw it on there, maybe it'll turn on.
no, we're
Probably not,
We're
though.
gonna fix it. Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, the whole premise is to get this car at least driving and then
Man,
bonding up.
This thing ain't got no fuses.
We got a full fuse box over there, so that's good. Come on, Jerry, cousin Jerry, help me.
What is this? With what?
That's the ABS cover right there.
Right here, right?
Yeah. Help me figure out what we're missing, because we want to make a list of this and order everything so we could come back one day and get this thing running. I'm trying to do like an 8-hour, 12-hour challenge. I think 24 hours is overkill for to get a car.
For a B, yeah, it's way over.
Yeah, especially when we have a full car.
I mean, does this run though?
I've gotten it started for 30 seconds on starter fluid. We have a fuel delivery
So it
issue.
might have a fuel pump problem.
Problem, yes.
All right, well, you got all that. This stuff you can take this motor out in like 2 or 3 hours easily.
Yeah.
Like, the more people on it, the faster it'll be because it's just taking off dumb parts.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I think 8 hours is just enough, especially if we got to stop, order parts, and come back
I
to
have
it.
that. You gave me an air intake. I think it was for B series. It doesn't work on my car. I could give you that.
Okay.
I can't use that.
All right. Intake. I'm pretty sure we have intakes inside.
Other
So we
than-
need battery, compressor, starter, clutch line, and that's it. Oh no, actually we have it here. We don't even have to order it. It's right there. No, that on that car's cut.
It's right here. This one's all plugged in still.
No, that hose on that car is cut.
Oh,
Right here.
I thought you meant like the whole thing.
No. So we'll put that there. So that's just that little piece right there. It's just that one hose. So we got it right there. So we're set.
Okay.
Even though I like to hoard those things, as you guys might have not saw on the other GSR, we're actually going to use the stock clutch line that has sitting from another car. So they come in handy every once in a while, especially when you want to do just like an OEM, like rebuild or just throw a car back together.
I saw there's a spare fuel rail in the back.
Yeah, because this car didn't come with it. Came with a fuel rail disconnected.
Oh.
So when I was chasing the fuel issue, we had one here in the garage. So I brought that and these injectors from an engine inside. So that's good. That vacuum hose for the brake booster we need because I guess the thieves couldn't get a vice grip or anything, a clamp to take that out, so we need that. What thing?
Oh, this goes into the intake.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's pretty much it, right? We have
Everything
axles.
here is mostly everything's here, so it's just swapping it over.
Okay. So what do you think? You think 8 hours or 12 hours?
Yeah, you can do this in 8 hours for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, as long as you don't run into
8 hour
problem.
working time, like 8 hours actually here working.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We can take this. I'd say we can get this motor out in 2 or 3 hours. If we have 4 people, it'll be easier. Just people taking off axles and stuff.
I don't know if we'll have 4, but we could easily get at least 2 or 3.
Yeah,
We'll map it out where most of us are available.
we gotta get this bay ready first.
Well, this bay I'm not painting. This all.
No, I mean like just put everything back. Like look at this thing just sitting over here.
No, that I'll have to bend over and put it
I'll
in.
just take this out since you're not gonna run it.
No, I mean if you have the intake, because this one
No, not an OEM one. It's like a
aftermarket intake.
yeah, just like a black one that it sits like over here.
I may have another intake box at home, so
An OEM one.
yeah.
We could do that. But yeah, I mean just bolting all the stuff where it's supposed to go
Yeah.
and making sure it has its uses.
Yeah, but that'll be part of the 8 hours. So that'll be cheating if we do that beforehand. I think 8 hours is more than enough. I think if I go order all the stuff I need, and then just come back and just replace the stuff. Yo, whoa, don't do that, don't do that.
Why?
That's cheating, bro. That's cheating. There's not a lot to do here. There's not a lot. I think we're gonna the biggest problem we're gonna have is chasing issues. It's chasing like fuel start and stuff like that. But I think overall they even stole the freaking. Or maybe the car had a traction bar.
Oh, no, I see. Okay, so that was there.
So overall everything's here. Cousin Jody, stop the cheating, bro.
I'm just figuring it out.
No, you don't gotta figure it out. All that stuff is easy.
I'm not
That's
plugging
highlights.
anything in. Yeah, I was making sure
But
that
that's cheating. We're just observing what we need to order and make sure we have everything we need. Everything bolts up the same. Cousin Gary,
Mid-video appearance.
you're super late. We're at the end of the video actually. But let's see if we get a third set of eyes here. We're trying to get basically everything from this car into this car and get this running in 8 hours. 8 hour challenge. What do you think?
We could do that in less than that, but
But-
we will take the 8 hours though.
This car hasn't started on its own. I have to. The only way this thing started was with starter fluid. Also, this is a 96, so this is OBD2. That was OBD1. This is 95, 94.
fuel pump in this car?
I did not. It's stolen.
All that matters there is
it's
wire
stolen.
harnesses and ECUs.
I don't know if they stole that. No, the car has a full interior.
We're
so-
using the harness out of this car.
Then it probably still has a
Yeah,
fuel
we
pump.
should be able to use this, but I'm pretty sure we may have an OBD1 LS harness inside.
I would say let's get a OBD1 LS, OBD1 harness and an OBD1 computer LS.
Well, I mean, that we could just get. We ordered a step down to use this harness and this ECU. So less things we gotta order and buy.
We're 8 hours. We're gonna take the 8 hours, but personally, in like 4.
No, no, that's crazy.
That means
There won't be no
underneath
engine
the
or
car
anything in the
gap.
way. We'll take the engine out and put it over here.
Bro, guys are wobbling. We're gonna do it just like you guys would be doing it on the floor in the garage or outside in the driveway with regular jacks, and we got power tools. If you don't have power tools, probably invest in something.
You should definitely invest in
There, you buy a
It's
tool.
2025. You need to have an impact.
You buy a tool a month, you'll
At
have
least one impact.
by the
Just
end of
an
the end of the year, you'll have a full set of tools.
All
you don't need that many tools.
Electric ratchet, a half-inch
impact.
gun
That's
to
it. That's
like
all
tighten
that's it.
wheels.
That's
That's all you
It's
need.
literally
There's only
it.
2 electric
That's
things
it.
you need nowadays.
Yeah, we have a bunch.
Yeah.
Because we're just lazy, I guess.
No, we don't want to deal
We're
with
fancy, but like realistically,
We're
those are the
fancy,
only
that's
2
really
things
what
you
it
need.
We need
So,
these two.
with that being said, guys, make sure to comment down below, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.